Started in here. Started in here. Started in here. All right. Sorry, man. I need to stop. I need to figure out my other TikTok live on the Mac. It has audio problems for some reason. Sorry, man. I need to stop. I need to figure out my other TikTok live on the Mac. Alright, we're good to go. We're waiting for this 5-minute range. Got it marked out. Seeing what happens here. Alright, looks like we're breaking down. Alright, let's see the higher higher time frames, what's going on a 60-minute chart. All right, 60-minute chart. Got a few bullish and bearish imbalances to the upside. A lot of bullish imbalances to the as support down here. Got this big bullish imbalance. So some decent amount of support down there. We are below VWAP, so we're below VWAP. Let's see the 15-minute chart. Got some support down there, pivot point. There's a lot of support down here, so if I do take this, gotta be very careful. Let me see, where's that support? 5-minute. Shoot, 15-minute. Alright, we got a closure now. We got a lot of support down here, so coming up to pivot point, the 200, seeing what happens here, potentially. If you look at the 60-minute chart, right? Got a lot of imbalances there. Plus, if you look at the 15-minute chart, we got the 200 right there, pivot point right there. So it's looking pretty good if I can get a setup. As long as this thing doesn't just rip to the downside, may be able to get a pretty decent setup here forming if it gives me the opportunity. So what's pre-market looks like? Hold on. Well, we're near all-time highs. We're near all-time highs. but pre-market's pretty bearish. We just took out pre-market lows. So pre-market lows are just taken out. Seeing what happens here. This is a critical area. I mean, we can... This is going to kind of make or break. Are we going to keep dumping through the 5-minute low? UNG. I don't watch ETFs or individual stocks or any of that, so testing that bearish gap, seeing what happens here. Trying to break back into the range, but so far it's just testing that gap. So now that it tested this bearish gap, now for me, right, it's going to be extra, it's going to be a lot better, the fact that we already tested it. So if we push back into it, form a bullish gap, we could be a good opportunity. But we do have view up there. Where that 200 day is right there, we got view up right above that 200 day. So, I mean 200 EMA. So, yeah, it's going to be some resistance right there. If we do break back into the range, there's going to be some resistance there. I don't think we have news today, right? Honestly, I don't think we have news all week. Yeah, no news today, so nothing I need to worry about on the news end. Did you sell? No, I'm not in a position yet. I'm still waiting. Still waiting. All right, buyers stepping back in. Can't do it though. Of course I'm winning. Of course. All right, pushing back into the range. Can buyers get it back in there? Having trouble though. Short it all? Nah. Nah. I mean, this is a kind of this is a critical area right here. If we're gonna either we push back into this 5-minute range and start pushing up, or if we can't hold this area to push back up, we're gonna start selling off. So it's a pretty critical area here, depending on what happens here. I'm using Ninja Trader. It's going to 0. Bro, if this thing goes to 0, we're all screwed. Everyone is screwed. Not just me, you too. This is NASDAQ. Can you imagine if the NASDAQ went to 0? I mean, it'd probably be, honestly, it'd probably be the end of the world. Alright, we're still breaking down. Did you catch the shorts? No, I didn't. I'm still waiting. It's not enough confirmation for me yet. Seeing if I can get my setup. My setup hasn't formed. I'm not chasing something that I don't trade. That's not my setup. This thing's got like a last chance here. Zip. Alright, let me see something real quick. That's 60 minute. We're at that pivot point. This is kind of the last chance. Here's that pivot point. Right? There's that pivot point. Here's those gaps. There may be one tiny gap below that one that, you know, but we'll see. Alright, trying to bounce off that pivot. I mean, once it pushes down far enough so that the risk to reward doesn't make sense anymore, it becomes invalidated for me. For a potential long setup. But I'm not chasing, so I'm waiting for a confirmation. I got in after the third move up. Oh. Yeah, I mean that's if it's your strategy, that's perfect. That's, you know, I don't really try to take trades that aren't my on these accounts. Now, if I was to take that short, it would have to be on the other accounts. These accounts, I look for a very specific strategy to form. So I'm not, you know, just randomly buying at areas. I'm looking for something very specific. So if I want to go degen, I go on my other accounts. All right. I need a gap to form back inside this range. Pushed back into the range. When's the next tournament? Oh, I think I'm done with tournaments. I'm done. I'm building up my own accounts. I honestly, it's like these tournaments is just a waste of like. It's a waste of time, honestly. I'd rather be building up my accounts to get payouts than waste my time on a tournament that people just YOLO and, you know, it's like they don't prove anything. People just YOLO them, and whoever gets luckiest wins. All right. Still can't get back into that range and with strength. Still rejecting. As of right now, for me, I'm going to take that short. I mean, you could take it. There's a lot of support down here. I'm just saying, be careful. There's a lot of support down there, so if this thing is going to reverse, this is that spot where it's going to reverse. Where we took out pre-market lows. We're getting a big wick after taking out pre-market lows, so alright, let's see if something happens here. A 4K this week. Today was supposed to be my last green day for payout just to... Oh, come on, man. This is why you can't be oversized. You gotta... Slow and steady wins the race. I know a lot of people tell you oversize, get those payouts. I'm different, man. I think slow and steady wins the race. I would rather be slow and steady, get to there without stress, you know, not be oversized, take it easy, get those payouts, then go full degen and keep blowing accounts. And I've never blown a funded account, so I don't want to keep it that way. I was mad because Top Stack voided. Oh yeah, I heard they Top Step reversed every profit and loss too. So like Monday didn't really matter for anyone. You didn't get profits and you didn't get losses either. Dang, y'all are risking way too much. Down 1,800 on my Express. Unless you got like an insane buffer, 1,800 risk is crazy. Bro, I'm out here risking like 400 bucks per trade to stay in this like... on these accounts. Yeah, if sellers start breaking down, it's going to start looking... I mean, this is the last point for buyers to kind of hold it up. I think if sellers really start breaking it down, we could go lower. If that's the case, if sellers start taking over, I'm going to be switching to my other accounts because this strategy did not give me a setup today. It still could be valid, so I'm still waiting, but it's getting really close to that point where I'm about to switch accounts. They still got, once it starts breaking this low and starts really dumping, then that's when I switch, because then it becomes invalid for me. Still holding it up, though. Might take more time than usual for a long. Yeah, it's, what time is it right now? It's almost 10 o'clock, so we could get that, remember, a lot of times at 10 we get a reversal, so we'll see. I honestly don't mind. I kind of like this. If this holds up, I really like it, because may take out that low one more time before ripping up, possibly. Like, if this starts actually ripping up, I really like it, because we get above this area here, kind of holding as support to continue going up. We've seen this happen before where it makes a low like that, comes back down, takes out that low one more time, and then rips right back to the upside. So the question is this going to be a sweep or is this just going to be a sell through? Sellers are strong. We are below view op too, so sometimes you gotta actually short them more. I do short. My last trade I took on this strategy was a short. I'm not biased. I take what the market gives me. I'm not somebody who comes in with a short bias and then, oh, it's all I'm looking for is shorts. As of now, why would I be more long bias right now than short bias? Me personally, with this strategy also. Also look at like the 60-minute chart. I mean, we're down here as support. We got a bunch of bullish gaps down here. Got that pivot point. Got a lot of support in this area. And any time frame you look at, 15-minute chart. Wow, look at all the support down here. We got that 200 right there, the pivot point right there. Like, why would I be getting short down here when we've dropped so much already? Like, it's not, I don't know. Unless this thing really, you know, drops and pulls up to confirm a short. For me, I'm big with confirmations. I don't just go short just because it's going down. I have my strategy and plan, and then I just follow it. And if it's a green day, awesome. If it's a red day, then it is what it is. But I have not had much red days with this strategy, so. Testing that bearish gap. Yeah, once this thing starts breaking down this low and starts going lower, that's over for the longs pretty much. At least for my strategy. I'm not saying it won't go up. I'm just saying for my strategy, it's pretty much it's done with. Meaning I don't get a setup today for this account, and I'll just switch to my other accounts. My other accounts I scalp a lot less size. These accounts I risk 400. The other accounts, I mean, I'm scalping like $40. 40 bucks here, 40 bucks there, 40 bucks here, 40 bucks there, and across 10 accounts. I'm trying to scalp those accounts up so I can start sizing up. But yeah. It's starting to make lower highs, so this is looking very bearish. Until something changes, right? We're starting to for lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. We're below view op too, so that's another kind of red flag. But at the same time, I understand that we've got a lot of imbalances here trying to hold up price. So we do get like, it's a matter of if buyers can step in aggressive enough, if there's enough buyers down here. But once we start breaking down, right, the buyers start getting spooked and we could start tanking. $10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock. We still got... Still trying to hold this pivot point. That pivot point, trying to hold that support. But seller's looking really strong here. Oh, buyers trying to step in again. But I'm telling you, buyers aren't giving up just yet. Buyers aren't giving up just yet. Man, it's just so, they're trying. You could tell they're trying, but like, it's a crucial area right here. So make or break it. So far, it's not looking good. For longs. Yeah, once the buyers give up, I think once we start breaking this low here, if we start breaking this low down there, buyers start getting spooked, and then and you'll see it start to accelerate to one direction. But as of now, they're still trying to hold it up. Ian. Bro. If I didn't close my position early, my TP... Yeah, you just gotta follow your plan. You can't, you know... You gotta follow your plan. You can't think like, because then next time you're gonna hold it, and then you're gonna get stopped out because you held it and didn't follow your plan. You know the amount of times where I've taken TP and the thing ripped without me? I mean, the amount of times I took and take profit and then it just kept ripping. I mean, I can't get, you know, caught up and missing out because that's not what I was trying to get. If you can get what you wanted to get out of that move, that's all you can ask for. All right, let's see, buyers. The only thing that kind of scares me, even if we do, you know, get a long setup here, is we got view op right there. So it's got to break through view op in order to continue going up, which I understand there's going to be some resistance at view op. So, but we'll see. It hasn't even... So now at this point, right? If price breaks down this low here, I'd be switching to my other accounts. Because that would tell me it's coming up, it's testing that bottom of the 5-minute range and then dropping. That's kind of confirming that we're going to go, we could potentially go lower. So at that point, I would just, if it breaks these lows down here, the 212, 25,212 lows, I would just switch to my other accounts. Then this becomes like... It's NASDAQ. See what happens here. What's your interpretation? I mean, I really don't have an... It's a if price could break back into this 5-minute range and give me a long setup, I'd take the long. As of now, if price rejects this 5-minute bottom and starts breaking down below this low here, I would switch to my other accounts because at that point, I wouldn't be really long, at least for this strategy. I would have to switch to my scalping accounts and try to scalp some moves. But yeah, I mean, this is a price could do anything here. It's a crucial area of, is it going to reject here and continue going lower, or is it going to push through and start going higher? So far, I mean, we're starting to reject, so oh my gosh. Like I said, once we break those lows, I'm switching accounts. I mean, honestly, too, if you look at what we're doing right now on the 15-minute time frame, right? Right, we're coming back up to this level. So remember, this old support level now is holding as resistance level. So if it can hold as resistance, we continue going down, right? If it kind of breaks through, then this was just a sweep. So that's why this is such a crucial area right now. If we're gonna start dumping down, or we're gonna start breaking through, going for those highs potentially. We're not too far away from all-time highs either. So as long as, I don't know, hopefully price doesn't just chop sideways for the rest of the morning. No, I'm not muted. Oh, you're waiting for the hourly gap? Yeah, there's an hourly gap there too, I saw. That was, hasn't gotten filled yet. Not a bad, honestly, not a bad long spot if you get down there. Because you got this gap right here. You got this gap, and you got this old, look at all this resistance up here. All that resistance up there. So, yeah, that's not a bad long area. If, I wouldn't mind taking that long, but it would have to be on my other accounts. My scalping accounts. As of now, I'm still waiting. If it could start breaking this high and start shifting structure, it would look really good for me. If it breaks this high right here, pops back into the range, forms a bullish gap, bro, we golden. That would show me that buyers are strong enough for me to take an entry long. As of now, buyers aren't strong enough for me to be confident in taking a long, because we're just rejecting. And this would hold as support, so that would look really good. I try not to fight it. If sellers are stronger than buyers, what's the point of me trying to fight it, you know? I wait for the confirmation. That's my TP, the 1 hour gap. Good TP area too, yeah. Good take profit area. Right, I know how that feels. Just hit my TP. Just have your TP at an area where you're not, you know, you're not too greedy in that gap, so that you understand that it could potentially fill that gap and run. So you don't want to hold your TP so that it goes, put your TP in the area inside that gap to where it comes very close to your TP and then, you know, reverses. You don't want to get too greedy if it does go down there. Take sells, buyers will come when Powell speaks. Is Powell speaking today? Is he? I didn't notice that. I don't see Powell speaking. I see Waller speaking. Oh, at 12? I don't see it on Forex Factory. Oh my gosh, this chop is so annoying, man. This is not a good start to the week, man. I mean, for me it is, but I'm saying this price action wise. Yesterday we had the web problems. Everyone had web problems. Today it's just like... Oh, looking at last week? Yeah, I was like, I didn't remember seeing him speaking today. Plus, government's... I don't know if is he working? Government's shut down. I think this is part of the government, no? gosh, come on. Here, give me a second. I'll be back. All right. Starting to push up. But we do have view up there, so can't get too excited. Man. Yeah, this price action is... It's got to pick up. What's going on? Let's get this going. If we could start going for those highs, it'd be awesome. What I've noticed for this strategy, Thursdays and Fridays work the best for this strategy. For some reason, the week always starts out very slow. And then like Thursday, Friday, this strategy hits like super good. It's been a common theme I've seen with this setup. Oh my gosh, hurry up, buyers. Somebody buy like $1 billion. Alright, let's pop it back into the range. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. Oh, okay. Okay. Welcome to the party. What was that? Did somebody really buy $1 billion worth? Oh boy, that wick. That rejection off of view op is nasty. Interesting to see what happens here. For me to take some, it's got to be a gap back inside this range, and we can potentially get a gap and hold this as support. But view op is right there. It's pretty scary, though. I don't know if I'm even going to get a setup here. It's possible, but it's just a rejection off of view op for now. The idea, it could start changing structure, right? We were getting all these, we got this high, but then we got a lower high, we got a lower high. Now if we can actually break out of this, right? This could be a trend change, right? We got this high right here, we're breaking through that high, potentially breaking through that high for us to continue use it as support, and now if we start shifting structure back up to the upside, it's looking like it could be that, right? So, but I would need a gap to enter off of. I need a bullish gap somehow. Maybe it comes down, retests it, and then leaves a gap or something. I can't just go here just because we're here. Like, this still could reject. We're at VWAP. Now maybe if it breaks through VWAP here, man, the risk to reward on that would not be the best, but we'll see. We're testing VWAP. See what happens here, if this is going to be a gap here or not. I mean, this could be a setup here. Let's see. Oh, come on. Don't freaking do this again to me. Ugh. Yeah, I think it's above VWAP now. I'm just looking for that pullback to potentially start targeting. If I can get filled here, I would be interested in it. Do not follow me, please. But we're back in that range. There's a bullish gap. If we can kind of get a pullback here to get filled, to continue going up. And then I would kind of look at where my target should be after I get filled. I'll put in my stop. I know my target's at these, like, the highs up here. I just got to look on a higher. We got some room. We got some room to, like, oh my gosh, come on. We got some room to, like, 25,316 level. No, not 316. The body candles. Yeah, well, the highs probably, honestly. Come on. All right, I'm filled. Stops below these lows down here. Obviously, target would be up here. Let me see. Look at a 5-minute chart. So that would be kind of my target. A little bit risk to reward, not the best on it, to be honest with you, but I'm willing to. It's not horrible. It's almost a one. It's pretty much a 1-to-1. I'm just not. I don't want to be greedy, right? So I think this could, you know, holding this as support, maybe a change, like changing how this thing, the structure of it. We're getting lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. Put in this kind of high up here, broke that high. Now we're holding it as support. Back inside this 5-minute range, off this bullish gap. Fact that we're back inside this 5-minute range is a very good sign for me. Now we just got to break through this VWAP area here. If we can start really breaking through this high right here, this 285 level, we'll be above VWAP and we'll be looking pretty good. As of now, we're still below VWAP, which is kind of sucks, but we'll see. Took the trade, accepted the risk. Now you just gotta... all you can do is take your strategy and follow your strategy. That's all you can do. Don't get emotional about you being in the red or whatnot. It is what it is. You have a plan, you follow it. Asia highs? I don't know. Asia highs... yeah, I'm targeting that like 314 level. I'm not getting greedy with it, you know. 314's it's a obvious level to target. It's a, you know, if it's gonna go, it could go there and then reverse. I use Ninja Trader. But you were emotional during the tournament? Yeah, I was emotional during the tournament because my whole account, I was risking my whole account on one trade. Oh my gosh, what the hell was that? Wow, hold on. May get stopped out here. Somebody talking? Stops below the lows. I'm out. If that thing breaks the low, I don't even want to be in that anymore. I don't know what the heck, what the hell that was. We just dropped so fast. Stops below the lows. It is what it is. Damn, that was freaking scary. Is Trump talking? No, Trump is not talking, is he? Tell him to stop talking. Or say something good. Man, that was freaking scary. Holy crap. It's not over yet, man. We can... oh, mosquito. You little sucker. How'd you get in here? Man. Bummer. Come on. Nah. I don't like these rejections. Well, this will be my first loss in a while, honestly. You know what I started to notice? Last loss I took was a very similar thing. I was trying to long where VWAP is. It's a very similar thing happened last loss. Same crap happened last loss. So, it may be something I gotta change and stop trying to long at VWAP. Because that's not, you know, below VWAP. Stop trying to long below VWAP. Literally, the last loss was like exactly the same setup where I was longing and VWAP was right there, and it rejected off VWAP and stopped me out. So, same crap, same exact loss happened. So that's gonna be my new screw. If we're rejecting off of VWAP, If we're rejecting off of VWAP, there's no reason to be longing. So, yeah, that's literally a same thing happened last loss. Bummer. It's all right. Kind of. So no more longing right below VWAP. It's just 2 losses like that. Big fake out. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna switch to my other accounts. That was a one and done for those accounts. I'll wait till tomorrow for those again. Yep, kind of sucks, but that's one thing I learned from that loss. I'm not going to be longing right below VWAP anymore. All right, let me see. Try to scalp the crap. Try to scalp this. Have some fun scalping. PA1, let me see. All right. Yeah, it was a good learning trade. That trade made me realize, and this is why it's important to keep track of your data. Literally same exact thing happened last loss. We were pushing up to VWAP. I was saying the same thing. I was like, man, I don't like that we could potentially reject off of VWAP. I don't like that. I took the trade. It like almost immediately just rejected off VWAP and then stopped me out. Same thing here. Took the trade, rejected off VWAP, stopped me out. So now I'm looking back at it like, all right, I've gotten burned by doing that thing twice. So probably next time this kind of crap happens where we could be rejecting off of VWAP, you know, probably not a good idea to be longing into a rejection off VWAP. Now, right, if I'm longing down here and VWAP's up here, I can have my TP right before it rejects off of VWAP. Right, but I'm kind of hoping that it breaks through VWAP, and so yeah, it was a good learning trade. So I ain't mad about it. See, that kind of, if you can take something out of your trades, like this loss, me learning from this loss could potentially save me so much money down the road. Me realizing this and then not doing it in the future, the amount of times I would lose money in the future doing it could save you a lot of money by realizing something in your trading and then fixing it. Now, let's scalp. I'm just gonna be scalping just for the seeing yeah, a loss isn't a loss if you can learn something from it, or if you learned something from your loss, or you just followed your plan and it was just a loss, right? It's probability. You're going to take losses and it was a loss, right? It's still a win in my book. As long as the only way a loss could be a losing trade in my book is if you didn't follow your plan. You know, you didn't follow your plan, or you don't learn anything from your trade. And sometimes you don't learn. If you took everything was perfect, but you took a loss. It is what it is. All right. I wonder, I'm going to try to take a quick rejection scalp off this imbalance right there. And see, like, right? I took a loss. I switched my accounts. I went to other accounts, right? I don't have to sit there and try to make back that loss. Like, it is what it is. I come back tomorrow. We get a good setup. I make back the loss. It is what it is. Like, but I don't want to destroy my accounts because I took a loss. It is what it is. Like, you move on with your day. You come back the next day, or you switch accounts. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, if I can get a push up, I may take a scalp off this, oh crap, I gotta size down though. Alright, take a scalp off this imbalance right there. It would be rejecting potentially off of that 5-minute low. If we can kind of push up there and reject off that imbalance for just a quick scalp. I wouldn't be looking for anything crazy, but we'll see. That was wild though. Out of nowhere, the crap just dropped like 40 points in a matter of like a second. Oh, come on. Push up a little higher. A little higher. Watch this thing rip all the way back up. Oh, come on. Don't reject right there. Alright, stops above those highs. I mean, I'd be targeting just a quick. I don't know if I should target those lows or not. Like a flush through the low. I don't want to get greedy though. I don't want to get greedy. I don't want to be greedy. Like I know it could bounce off of this high right here. That would be a 1-to-1 pretty much. Man. Yeah, it's part of the process sometimes. Today's market wasn't it. It just took 2 trades. Absolutely beautiful setups. Got cooked though. It happens, man. Everything could line up perfectly and it still could be a loss. It's just a part of trading. You can't get emotional. You just have to move on with your day. Try to learn if you made a mistake. Try to figure out, did you make some kind of mistake to take that loss? Or was it just a loss probability-wise? $15-minute don't look good. Yeah, it don't look good for longs. looks like this thing could start to sell off. I mean, a 15-minute has a lot of wicks. It's been rejecting. So, I don't know. It could break through. Today's price action has not been for me, but, you know, we'll see. Like, I don't know. Like, honestly, I don't want to be too greedy with take profit. I don't want to be too greedy. Maybe take a 1-to-1 and just call it a day if it gets down there. I mean, that's probably what I would do, honestly. I don't want to... Just the 1-to-1s with these scalps is probably the best way to go. Because I know it could bounce. Because I know it could bounce off of here. It could pull back and bounce off of there and then go higher. So I'm just kind of... would be playing it safe if it does get down there. Or this thing just stops me out without going down there at all. Holy crap, man. Bruh. Today's not my day for trading. Absolutely not. I'm getting cooked too. I'm getting cooked with these accounts, with the other accounts. Golly, bruh. What are you doing? Insane, dude. Insane. Man, we could rip through here. Back into that range again. Freaking 5-minute range. We gotta reject here. I got my stop in a good spot though. Like if it breaks that, I don't even want to be in this trade anymore. Here comes the chop. Welcome to the chop. Oh my god, come on. Makes you want to slap a market maker in the face. Come on, give me that, like, sell-off that you did over there when I was in a freaking long. Now it wants to push up when I'm in a short. It'd be that way. Man, this thing looks like it's going to break through. Bummer. Unless something changes. Those buyers are... Yeah, there it goes. Oh. Come on, sell it off. Yes. Keep it going. Oh, come on. Man, bro. Alright, now I kind of want my TP down here. I don't know. I don't know if I'm getting too greedy with it or not. Sorry, I'm so focused. It's like a video game. I'm just focused on price. And the reason I moved my TP down is because it already tested, right? It kind of tested it right here. So if it drops below, I think it could go for that low. So, or it could just rip up. I think if buyers just can't step in, and I mean, we could continue going down. This looks kind of more bearish than bullish, so. You copy? Yeah, this trade is copy traded across 10 accounts. This is across 10 accounts. Bro, did I seriously not? I think it hit my TP, my first TP that I would have had. I swear, if I get stopped out because I was greedy, that's what kind of pisses me off. Oh my gosh. Ah, come on, man. Freaking stupid shop, man. At this point, let's just bring it lower. Let's go. Let's go. Starting to piss me off. You're starting to piss me off. Oh, come on. Dude, this waiting part is... Man, my TP was right there initially. It would have hit my TP where I had it in the beginning, in the first spot. Now, because I was... This is exactly what I was worried about. I was like, I don't want to be too greedy. But then price came down there and it retested it. So if it breaks it again, I figured we're going to go lower. This is why you can't get greedy with trading. You got to take what you can get. And you get too greedy, you get... The market lets you know real quick that you're too greedy. I would have been out of this trade by now. Yeah, especially with scalping, you got to take a piece of it. You can't expect, you know, crazy moves. The crazier the move you expect, the lower the probability it's going to be. It's just it's math. I mean, you're trying to take a 1 to 2 is going to be a lot lower probability because you're going for a... Oh, you freaking greedy bastard. Why would I take a... See, this is kind of stuff that pisses me off. This is kind of stuff that puts me on tilt, is if I would have taken profits and now I'm getting stopped out because of my greediness. And literally, you saw I had my TP right there. It would have perfectly taken out my TP and then ripped right back up. But because of my greediness, now I'm taking a loss. I'm taking a loss because of my greediness. Oh, see, that pisses me off more than anything. That, like, because I didn't follow my plan. Man. Ugh. Now it's gonna just keep going lower. Bruh, I tell you what. Yeah, tilt. I feel a tilt coming. I feel a tilt coming. Tilt session. Oh shoot, I didn't put a stop in. Freaking A. Oh man. I would never do this on my series. These are the fun account, but still, it pisses me off. These are still funded accounts, so it's not like, even though they're my fun accounts, they're still like, drop already. Drop! You son of a... Oh god. Probably if I get stopped out on this, I'm done for the day on these accounts. I am not seeing the market today whatsoever. That could have been a win. The first trade could have been a win if I wasn't stupid. Oh. Sweat on like discretionary trading. I need something systematic because I just go on tilt. Like, systematic approach, you can't go on tilt. Because if you don't have your strategy, you don't have it. This kind of discretionary crap is what kills traders. So this crap literally, in my first trade, it literally took me out just to continue going higher. Freaking bastards. Oh my gosh. Yeah, today is not my day. I haven't had a day like this in a really long time. Yeah, I think I'm done for the day because I'm just going to go on tilt and I'm going to freaking blow these accounts. Especially discretionary accounts where I don't have really a... I'm kind of going off of, oh, I could reject here, I'm going to go short. It's not really a strategy like my other accounts where if I have a strategy and it doesn't work, I don't have a strategy to take anymore. It's not like it, you know, I get another strategy the next 5 minutes. So it's like I can't really go on tilt on my other accounts. These accounts? Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna leave because I'm gonna blow these accounts if I stay here. I can feel it. I seriously can feel it. My fingers like wanting to freaking long off of this support now. And then I'm gonna long off this support. It's gonna take out this high and then stop me out again. And then I'm gonna be really pissed. Long, bro. You just want to see me go on tilt. Oh. No, I wouldn't long this because if we take out these highs, you know, we could possibly go back down to these lows. I don't know, this freaking market. The first trade I took with my actual strategy was complete freaking, like, it literally just took me out just to continue going to my TP. Freaking sucks, man. This is a tempting long right here. I gotta admit. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I can't listen to people in the chat. Yeah, I can't. Like, even though these are just fun accounts, I still, like, it sucks because they're still funded accounts. But these are your yeah, these are kind of, yeah, these are gambling accounts. They're discretionary. That's the reason I don't like discretionary trading. Like, you should have a system, not just like, oh, price may pull back, right? Like what I'm doing right now, right? Oh, price may pull back and it may kind of, you know, it may bounce off these highs. All right, let me try to long there. Oh, price is coming up to this area. It may reject off of there. Let me try to short this right now. Like, that's discretionary trading versus you having a system. This has to happen, this has to happen, this has to happen, and I get long. And it prevents you from going on tilt because with my other serious accounts, right, I took this L, but there was no setup anymore. So it's like I can't go on tilt if there's nothing to go on tilt off of. There's no such thing as gambling accounts. All you're doing is reinforcing bad habits. No, I'm not, because I have a strategy for my other accounts that I use, but that strategy doesn't happen necessarily every single day. And to not screw up my data on those accounts, right? Because what happens is, if I have those accounts and I have a strategy, and then I trade that strategy and I trade some other strategy, you get data mixed up, right? You get data mixed up in one account, and then you have no idea what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. So that's why I have these accounts to just, while I'm waiting for my serious account set up, if I don't have anything, I just kind of have fun with these accounts. to prevent myself from taking dumb trades on my other accounts. Because data is key in trading. Data is everything. Like what I said earlier, right? That's the second loss I took on my serious accounts. That's the second loss I took where in a row where I was longing into VWAP. So now next time, based off of that data, I understand that if I get the same setup next time, I'm not going to take the trade. I'm going to stay out of it because I know it's burned me twice already like that when it was pushing into VWAP. Data is irrelevant with discretionary as there is no... I don't think you understand that I have two different accounts. My other accounts, there's a very 1% to 2% of that is discretionary. My other account, it's very systematic. This has to happen, this has to happen, this has to happen, and I get into a long. Very A, B, and C has to happen. I know exactly where I get in. That's it. There's no discretion to it whatsoever. The only discretion that happens is something like this where we're pushing into VWAP. So probably shouldn't take the trade if we're pushing into VWAP because it could reject off of VWAP. This is all discretion. For data to be valid, you need a large sample size. Yeah, I know. You think I started trading yesterday? I've been trading that strategy for a while already. I have my data. And this is what you do is you have your data, and then if your data starts to change, you have to adapt because that means the market could be changing, right? So you're always having to adapt your data in different market conditions. That's why keeping your data is so important. For example, if I never take more than 2 losses in a row on the other strategy, my serious strategy, serious accounts, if I never take more than 2 losses in a row, and then all of a sudden I take a 3rd loss in a row, I need to take a step back and see what the heck is going on. Is something changing? Something going on? Right? And then you need to size down and figure out what you need to do. Maybe you're not doing anything wrong. You just need to, maybe you just have new data now. So you keep switching. No, I'm not switching my psychology. I know exactly which accounts I take which trades on, which accounts are fun. And I tell this, if you have a hard time not taking stupid trades, buy an evaluation account to take stupid trades on, and then, you know, but don't take stupid trades on an account that you're serious about. Like you think I would take these kind of scalps on like a live account in my like own brokerage live funded account? No, I wouldn't. I would wait for that one setup I took that first loss on, and that's it. Oh, I should have took that trade. Wow. Any tips how to get a payout with consistency rule? Yeah, just size don't like take what you can get out of the market. Take base hit trades, don't get too greedy, you know, and consistency rule won't. You know, you can't be making $300 a day, $300 a day, $300 a day, and then out of nowhere you make, you know, $3,000 in a day. Just I personally never even have to worry about consistency rule, because I'm always on my serious accounts, I'm always risking 400 bucks per trade. 400 bucks based on my data. If I take a certain amount of losers in a row, I would size down to make back those losses, and then I would size back up. So kind of like take a step back. But yeah, in terms of consistency rule, just size consistently. You know, go for 1 to 1, 1 to 1.5, whatever you can take out of the market, whatever you're based on your strategy. I don't know what your strategy is, so just take what you can out of the market. Don't get greedy, and you won't have to worry about consistency rule, really. But yeah, pretty much, I mean, if you pass an evaluation, so, I mean, keep doing what you're doing. Just don't size too aggressively so that you take 2 losses and you blow your funded account. You want to be able to go through some drawdown. But yeah, good job passing your fund evaluation. That's awesome. All right, I'm gonna try this last trade. Stop below the lows. It is what it is. If this is a loss, then I'm done. Wait, buy. I'm definitely done if this is a loss. Yeah, keep doing what you were doing. There's a bearish gap right there. Any tips to deal with intraday drawdown? Like live trailing drawdown? Yeah, taking base hits. I mean, you got to take base hits. You can't get greedy, because when you get greedy, you start taking first of all, you start taking more losses because you get greedy. Second of all, that live trailing drawdown trails. So if you're up a certain amount and it trails back down, that live trailing drawdown trails with it. So you get hit even though you took a break-even trade. So I always take base hits. I always try to preach base hits. I don't try to, tell people to go for like 1 to 5. I don't, if you're that type of person who you have a strategy where you can go for 1 to 2, 1 to 3 R trades, then these prop firms with live trailing drawdown are not for you. You have to find a prop firm with no live trailing drawdown. You have to find a prop firm that, has end of day drawdown. TP higher? No, I'm not getting greedy. I took a loss on the first trade because I was greedy. Now if I get greedy again, I'm done being... and I said that first trade on these accounts, I was like, what? I had my TP at that area, and it exactly hit my TP area and then ripped right back up and stopped me out because I got greedy, so... Base hits add up. If you can take base hits, that's all I can ask for. I can't... If it ends up ripping and going higher, it is what it is. Because if I try to hold it the next time, it's going to stop me out like it did that first trade. And plus, we're at a resistance area, so we could pull back here. Like, it's another thing. We're at the top. I'm initially longing at the top, so it's kind of like I am taking a scalp, but man, today's a weird day. Today's like a freaking price action wise. I don't know, man. It's maybe I'm just not feeling it today. There's just no follow through. Like, it's just, I don't know. And here TikTok comes around with some stupid ass inactivity crap. Bruh. Ugh. I wonder how many times this can happen before I get banned off of TikTok. And they won't let me solve the verification puzzle. So every time, now their computer thinks I'm some kind of bot trading. I may just get kicked off this live. If I get kicked, I have a couple minutes. If I get kicked off the live, I'm done for the day. But I'm not going to start another live if it kicks me off. See, base hits, man. I'm telling you, base hits add up. So it's like, it's just made back a fat chunk of what I lost. Yeah, my other strategy, yeah, the strategy didn't work today. It's gold quarter. Right, it seems like everyone's been trading gold. Everyone's trading gold. Yeah, see you tomorrow. I'm seeing if I can solve this verification. If not, I'm about to hop off in like 3 minutes. It's gonna kick me out. Still loading. So if you have any questions, now would be the time to ask, because I'm 1,300 on the day, then hit 3 back-to-back winning. Yeah, that's good. That's why you gotta take losses, because that happens, right? If you take a loss, it is what it is. Then you take some good trades, you make it back. That's part of trading. But you know, one thing is, like, if you have a loss and you cancel your stop order and, you know, cancel the stop loss, and then that crap goes lower and lower and lower, and now instead of taking one trade to make back your loss, now it's gonna take you a week to make back your loss. So you just never know when you're gonna get those good streak of trades where you can, you know, you have a loss, then you have some good trades that follow after, and you're back in the green. But it's very hard to recover from drawdown where you're like seriously in drawdown. But yeah, that's good discipline. You took a loss, you waited patiently, you got some more trades, and took some more wins. See, look what price is doing now. Look what would happen if I was greedy. I would have been... TP got hit. I'm telling you, a lot of times where my TP is, price rejects off of it. It's crazy. So, like, look, TP would have got hit, and look, price rejected right off of my TP. Yeah, looks like I might get kicked out in, like, less than a minute. It's still loading. It's not even... It's so stupid. Like, their little verification keeps loading and loading, and then there's error messages and this, and there's a stop loss, a stopwatch. How you have 43 seconds to do it, but can't do it if you guys aren't if you guys aren't giving it to me. Yeah, that's one thing in trading. Don't get greedy in trading. Take what the market can give you. High probability setups. If you see, oh, price can reject off of this area, it's a 1-to-1 trade, I'm just gonna take it there instead of trying to, oh, if it breaks this, then it's gonna go lower. Take what you can and walk away. The market will humble you real quickly if you get too greedy, like it did on that one trade, the other trade. All right, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm hopping off in 1 second. Kicked off.